All right. Here at the end of all things.
It's not the end.
No,
There's still another part.
I know.
Yet to come. Just have to wait for it.
Finale. What happened in the last episode of Attack on Titan? I'm sure that's gay.
Right. They were at the port.
Yep.
They needed to save. I'm not going to pronounce it.
Azumabito. Azumabito?
Something like that.
Azumabito.
They had to save them because they had. They had to save them because they had, as they put it, a flying boat that would help them find Eren and stop him.
Yep.
They were going backwards and forwards. They didn't want to kill them, the Igris, because they thought, well, they knew them all. They all trained together. Like, they didn't want to kill them, but at the same time, they were backed into a corner where they couldn't do it.
Bloodshed was a foregone conclusion.
Yeah. So, they all came together. They all fought. It was all cool. We saw Falco's Titan for the first time. Looked awesome.
Blonde.
Yeah. He's got like an outer jaw and then like in a mouth that you can see his mouth and then like an outer jaw.
Cool sort of claws, yeah.
They managed to get on the ship. They decided that instead of trying to fix the ship there and just be battered by the constant reinforcements we're going to call, they should take the ship to the mainland to get it fixed. But the issue is it's going to take about half a day. They said at least, isn't it?
No. I don't think they said it would take half a day to get there, did they? I thought they meant...
No, to get it fixed. To get the boat fixed.
I thought they meant that... Oh, yeah.
To get the ship fixed.
Okay, yeah.
That's
it's because you're calling it a boat. In my mind,
they've
basically...
been calling it a flying boat.
Yeah, but it's a plane.
I'm calling it a flying boat. Yeah. Sean, I'm calling it a flying boat.
Yeah, I know. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Accept it for what it is.
I'm not saying it's... I'm just saying in my head... I got confused.
Sean.
Shut up!
This is why people say you're bullying me.
She's my sister. I'm allowed a forehead slapper.
Keep that in. I want to see the abuse. That actually really hurt.
I know I got you more on the sort of that bit there instead of the actual...
You got me on the brow instead of the forehead. Oh dear. Anyway, what was I saying?
So yeah, this is the final episode. We're gonna watch the intro this time. So yeah, let's watch. Also, we might not actually be able to show you any of the intro because copyrights and whatnot. Where they said we could watch it. Is the intro in this episode?
Imagine if it wasn't.
This is the credits? I don't
Is this
believe.
a flashback?
This must be them going to Marley, is it? The intro, isn't it? We'll have to watch it at the end. Sasha. It is, isn't it? Yeah. Journeying outside the walls. There isn't an intro.
Look at their faces.
Is it? Is that on Yakupon? So when did they meet on Yakupon?
This must have been after Yelena and them. After they started working together.
But I thought on Yakupon was... She's getting ice cream, bless her.
mouth's watering.
俺にも一口。
アイスクリームは初めてかい。
なんだこれ。めえこれ。俺も。あいつら。目立つなとあれほど。誰も。
That's terrifying.
かっこいいね。
I think I'm getting my time mixed up. My time's mixed up. When did Niccolo and Onyankopon and them arrive on Paradise?
3 years after? Was it 3 years? No, 3 years had passed.
おい。それはお前の財布じゃねえぞ。それだ。このガキ。後で帰国の移民か。通りの目立つところにしばらく吊るしておこう。そうすりゃこそ泥もちっちゃ減る。
そんなやりすぎです。私の財布は無事なんですよ。
何よりユーミルの民かもしれねえ。ここ数年どの国も血液検査に躍起になってるからな。悪魔の血がその辺に紛れてちゃ。あんたは何をしている。誰がスリーだと言った。俺はお前の財布じゃねえと言っただけだ。このガキの姉貴の財布だってな。
いやー、複雑な家庭なものでね。ね、お姉ちゃん。
あのガキどこに行きやがった。
あそこ。
Was he got someone's money?
Ah, you gotta leave that.
アズマビトからもらった小遣いだしな。
かつてのエルディア帝国全盛時代におきましては、世界の上流層の中でユミルの民の血を取り込むことが高貴であることとされていました。それが帝国の衰退とともに彼らが国を追われる立場となり果てたのです。これが壁の外でのエルディア人。
和平の道を諦めるなら。
Oh, so they wanted to go down the peaceful.
私どもアズマビト家は和平の協力を
アズマビト
知りません。ですが、どれほどそれが実現可能であるとお見込みですか。
Only a fool's
と
chance.
ても困難であることは分かっています。とても危険であること。しかし、だからといって最善を尽くさないことはできないのです。
Eren's gone.
エレンはどこ。
I went after him. I wonder if we're going to get an episode from Eren's point of view.
あなたは自分が敵の最重要目標だってことが分かっているの。みんなであなたを探し回って。
ある日突然日常が終わって何もかもが奪われた。全ての自由を奪われるんだ。ミカサ、お前はどうして俺のことを気にかけてくれるんだ。お前のなんだ。
What's she gonna say?
Now's the time to tell him.
あなたは家族。
Oh.
What the hell are you doing here?
Thing is, though, we know at this point he's been singing the future. So, you probably knew this was all gonna happen.
It's also weird to think. Oh, that's the bloke that the
John saw.
was it John? Yeah, one of them saw him and Connie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it there. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't. Oh, they're getting mortal. Is that is that what they're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they are. Look at John with Armin. I've never identified more with a character than I did with John just then. It's hard to fully believe that that's Eren, that Eren becomes what he is now.
I know.
Oh, you must be identified. Yeah, do you identify with Sasha?
以前憎むべきは島の
Another interesting thing is that we haven't had a an episode told from Eren's point of view since he sent that message out to everyone.
ジークに全てを委ねると
Oh,
知
what's
る
the last time you saw them?
次に顔を合わせた時にはもう手遅れだった。果たして他に選ぶべき選択肢があっただろうか。全ては最初から決まっていたのかもしれない。
It's like he was tested her though when he asked her
考えた。あの時
what she viewed him
別
as.
の答えを選ぶ。
全ては俺が望んだこと。全てはこの先にある。
It's crazy to imagine what he can still see,
世界とエルディア双方を救う術は安楽死計画
what his future self is allowing him to see now.
にありません。
俺はジークの計画に従うふりをする。お前もそうしろ。従うふりをして何をするんだ。憲兵団はお前を巨人にして島に来たジークを
Oh, did he tell his career as well?
世界を滅ぼすすべての敵をこの世から一匹残らず駆逐する。
そんなの間違ってる。島の外の人すべてが敵じゃないのに。あなたのお母さんみたいに。
憎しみによる報復の連鎖を完全に終結させる唯一の方法は憎しみの歴史を運命ごとこの世から葬り去ることだ。
And you become the very thing you swore to destroy.
人間になるためだけに生まれる子を産ませ親子同士を食わせ続けるような真似は俺がさせない。始祖の力で記憶を操作する。それまでお前が黙っていれば
そんなこと
できるさ。お前はあの時俺を救ってくれた。世界一悪い子なんだから。その行為には正体も習性もやむにやまれる理由もない。ただお前のためなら巨人をひねり殺せるくらいお前のことが好きなだけだ。
Yeah, she would.
So
じゃあ
so Eren was just he was just saying that purely to
お前はどう答える。何言ってんだ兄さん。俺が死んだ後もずっとあいつらの人生は続く。続いてほしい。幸せに生きていけるように。
Even Eren.
連合艦隊
Eren's an interesting thing, isn't he?
存在しうる最も巨大な大砲
Because he's essentially become the main bad guy, but for good reason. You know, he wants to stop all the violence by ultimately becoming the main instigator of evil, but it's at what cost? At what point do you have to say it's too much? Well, the war begins.
oh
They're swimming.
yeah. What?
Are they being chucked?
They're not swimming.
Were they swimming there? I couldn't tell if they were, or if they were like coming over the top. No, they were swimming.
They're swimming.
Oh, thank God for that.
Just gonna say
It's
Jesus.
just a tiny bit too overpowered if they're bloody flying as well.
It's as if they weren't overpowered before.
That one's missing half its head. Run, folks. I mean, come on. Let's stop kidding ourselves.
Where to?
Anywhere that isn't there. Eren's not even there. Yeah, yeah. Good lads. I bet there's someone there who goes, this is just like what that guy in the Liberio district was saying. Remember when Annie's dad was trying to warn them all and they wouldn't have it.
Oh, he is there. This must be Marley.
Good bloody grief. I don't think the Attack Titan's the right thing to call it now. Look at the flippin' size of it. Yeah, I thought he was chucking them.
Chucking them.
Look at this. He could chuck them. Look at the size of him. Eren, right? If you look at his Titan, to kill most Titans, you cut them on the nape. And for that to be the case, they have to have some kind of flesh. That's almost his entire frame is a skeleton. What do they cut? How do they kill him?
I don't know. Also, why is his hair so long? That's really gross. That he's just gross, isn't he? I don't think his purpose is to fight. I think his purpose is just to look menacing. I don't even know. And now we have to wait so long. 2023 for the next part of the final season to come. The final part of the final season.
Sorry.
You okay?
Just made us laugh. I better live to see the ending of it. Yeah, that's actually insane, right? Looking at that, because when we saw him when he first turned into the Founder Titan and you saw him walking off, he looked big. But look, they're colossal titans.
The colossal titans are the size of the walls, which are like 60 meters.
Over the walls, like they're bigger than the walls. Do you remember in season 1 when that colossal titan first peeked over the top? All we saw was its head, and we were like, "That's terrifying! Look at that! Look at him! He must be what? They're
about
60
meters.
So I would say there's about 5 or 6 colossal titans in the size of him, which is about 360 meters. God bloody grief!
There's even more of him because he has a spike on his back that goes all the way up.
I know. And they're saying it's the Attack Titan.
At that point, I would probably I wouldn't even need crushes. I would just go, "I'm dead."
No, I just mean the name. Can he be called just the Attack Titan anymore? The Attack Titan was that ripped, shredded Titan that was chucking. Look at him. What is he? He's like a spider cow Titan.
A spider cow Titan.
It's not quite as menacing.
Also, how is he walking? Like, does he have little feet on the bottom
of his rib cage? I know, because that's his rib cage. That looks like
is that his spine?
That looks like his pelvic muscles. So
That's a spine. That must be like elongated spine. So they like little spider legs that are going.
If there's one thing that I would like to see in the next, that's what we need to do now to finish this, right? What's one thing you want to see in the next one? I don't want to be generic and say I want to see a good ending, right? Say something that you would like to see.
Right, a part of me feels like though, what if this isn't a good ending?
Oh, I think it will be. I think it'll be a good ending.
Not in the sense that it won't be. I won't enjoy it, but
no deaths, you mean? But you think there'll be?
I think it'll be a hard ending. Yeah, it'll be sad.
In one sense, I'll be annoyed if everyone survives.
I still feel like there's more though. There's still more to Eren. The fact it's not showed us him for so long. He knows more. There's obviously a reason why Eren thinks the only reason we can survive is by doing this. I don't believe that he would just do this for no reason.
But even if he did, though, it's just interesting that the show starts off with, Eren's the good guy, but for the bad reason, because the bad reason is revenge. He wants to kill everyone, and then ultimately he becomes the bad guy, but for the good reason. He wants to kill them all so he can save his friends from ever having to fight again. And it's like, he is the bad guy because he's murdering people, but he's doing it for good character reasons. And that in itself is so indicative of everything that this show has been, is that no character is as one-dimensional as just, someone died, I want revenge.
Yeah. There's more layers
to it. There's so many layers to every single character. It's actually ridiculous. I would say, surprisingly, and people might be upset with me, but the one that's up until this season that's been the most one-dimensional has probably been Mikasa, because her whole shtick has just been protect Eren, and it wasn't until this season that they kind of went, okay, so there's a reason you're like that, and it's this and it's that, and the sort of
But
like.
then it made it seem like it wasn't that though. That it's purely just because she's in love with him.
And it's
but-
yeah, and then
she
it's,
does have the Ackerman genes, so it's still cool. But
But then it's gotten to this point where again Mikasa's become very multi-layered because she's now questioning who Eren is. She's questioning herself. She's questioning her blood. She's questioning everything, and it's
yeah,
every character's just become. I'll be miffed off if it somehow ends with everyone being all happy, fluffy. There has to be deaths in the end. Ultimately, people have to
Yeah.
die. Sorry, what?
I want like a final interaction with like at least Eren, Armin, and Mikasa. That's what I want.
Yeah.
In some way, like just let him like.
Shall we try and guess
I don't even know
how it ends?
I don't even know.
Let's not forget. What did I guess? What have I guessed right so far in the show? I guessed Reiner and Bertolt.
You make it seem like you did all the work. I helped. I was here.
Yeah, you
I
were
popped
here.
up.
Yeah, you were here. No, but I
So
said.
mean to me.
I said you. No, what did you predict? You predicted something.
I probably predicted a few things, but they just get overlooked by you.
No, but that's because right. You probably predict more things than I do. But I predicted Reiner and Bertolt being the Armored and Colossal, and I also guessed that the three wall names were going to be a family. That's literally the only things that I've guessed in this show. What you guessed? What was the big thing that you guessed? A big thing?
I can't remember. I don't think I did I?
No, you did. You absolutely did. Because I was whinging that all your fangirls and fanboys realised that you'd guessed something, but that I didn't.
I don't even know.
No one ever said anything about me. You definitely. What was it? I can't remember. Yeah,
Can't have been
let's-
that big then.
I'll go back through and find it. What's how do you think it's going to end? Part of me thinks that Eren's going to die in Mikasa's arms.
I think Eren's gonna die. Surely, I don't. He seems too stuck in his ways. I think Eren will die. I do think they'll stop him, but it'll probably be like, I feel like it'll be one of those endings where it's like, they stopped him, but there's still a lot of people alive and they're coming for the island, and that'll be it. So they haven't like fixed the problem, you know.
Do you think? You think it'll end the whole show not having fixed the sort of tensions between Marley and Eldia?
No, but Marley. It looks like Marley's already been crushed, or is being
Well,
crushed.
that's him starting the attack, isn't it? But you gotta remember, at this point, they're already there fixing the flying ship, maybe even on the way there to stop him.
Yeah, I think it'll either be that he succeeds and he destroys pretty much everyone, most of the world, and that they stop it, but they've managed to kill him and, you know, save like the rest of the people. I'd like to think, because the whole theme of this show towards the end has been ending the cycle, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Of just meaningless violence.
Yeah.
So I'd like to think it would.
It's not even
Fix.
It's not even necessarily I would call meaningless violence. It's the blame. It's the blame culture, isn't it? That they're trying to stop. It's them going, right, well, we're doing this because 200 years ago your ancestors killed thousands of us, and they're sort of going, well, why are you blaming us? You know, because you're killing thousands of us now, and for something that we had not. You know, it's that sort of blame instead of going, right, we're gonna live, you're gonna live, no one's gonna kill anyone. That's what.
Yeah. What do you think? I don't know.
If there's one thing that I would really, really, really like, I want a shot where we see the entirety of Eren in his Titan form. Like maybe there's like a fight going on, and it's sort of the camera just follows round, and it follows one of them flying around, and we get a really good look at every part of Eren's Titan. I would like that.
I mean, yeah. It'll probably take them like so long to get up to the top.
Yeah, I know. But it's almost like those little bits there, and his arms and his spine. You know, they always say if they're not going to be able to fight a certain type of Titan if they're not like in and amongst trees. You would think they'd probably be able to fight him actually, because there's that many points to sort of.
Yeah, he's that
touch.
big that they could go in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it's going to end. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to how it's going to end. I would like to think that they would ultimately find a way for everyone to coexist without killing each other.
Yeah.
I think Eren is probably going to die. I imagine I imagine most of them are going to die. Armin's probably going to die at some point because at the end of all of the Titans are going to have to die, aren't they?
Yeah, I reckon they'll probably say, okay, well, I don't know though, because it's difficult, isn't it? Because even if they die, aren't those Titans still going to be inherited by a random baby?
Yeah.
If there was a way they could stop that,
Which makes me think that
maybe one of them, I don't know.
maybe even Eren, maybe Eren can go back into the paths and order Amir to stop building Titans.
So they'll be like the last ones.
Yeah, that and sort of.
Well, he undid Reiner's armor, didn't he?
Yeah.
He said that, so it can affect the Titans, can't he?
Yeah. I imagine history is going to play a big part in sort of leading, Paradise, and probably the world as well. I'd like to think that John, being one of the few that isn't a Titan, could be a bit like diplomatic in his way. Connie maybe. Levi.
Connie.
I can't see Levi surviving.
Shut your mouth.
I think
Shut your mouth.
Hange. I think the reason I can't see Levi surviving is because I can't see Hange and Levi surviving. I think one of them has to die, leaving only sort of one of the upper brass of the Survey Corps left.
Do you know what it is though, right?
The
reason why I don't think Levi's going to die is because what purpose would they have of him not already have died during that explosion? For him to have come that close to death, to this point where so far he hasn't fought, to then
because I think it's going to be the classic thing where his resilience has gotten him past all of this stuff, and in the end it's going to be something minor that kills him.
Like a paper cut. He's going to Khal Drogo out of there like an infection or something.
I think it might be something like, I don't know, he might die saving someone.
No.
But to me, like I said, I don't think it's likely that both Hange and Levi, but it makes more sense for me for Hange to stay alive, because she's always been interested in the outside world, whereas Levi's only ever been sort of mission orientated, hasn't he? Kill things, and that's all he's sort of.
Do you remember what you were like when the prospect of Erwin dying was a thing?
I know. I'm almost glad. I can't imagine how devastated it would have been in this world now.
It would never have got to this point. I don't believe it. I don't believe it would have. Erwin would have saw right through Eren.
All they need here, right, is just a recording of Erwin saying "dedicate your heart," and he would instantly turn back into Eren there. That's all it would take.
I would like to think. I understand now why people were like, "Oh, but it might not have been the right decision for Erwin." Everyone was like, "Erwin was the right decision." It was probably because Erwin he would have seen right through Eren. He would have known from the beginning.
And
he would have had plans on plans of like.
And someone like Floch was never gonna.
Someone like Floch was never
gonna rise above Erwin.
No.
All Erwin would have had to have done was just go. No,
yeah.
In the classic Erwin voice, just no, and then the rest of the Corps would have been like.
No one would have bothered. They'd just been like, okay. He would have walked in, sit down, everyone just went. Okay. Yeah.
So here's what we're gonna do. In our next one of our next videos, we're gonna go back. We're gonna watch all of the intros, all of the outros from the whole show, including this one. I'm also gonna go and get a new tattoo. I've decided. I'm gonna go get my.
I want one as well, but I still haven't fully decided what I want.
Kate hasn't decided, but my advantage over Kate is that I've already got tattoos. So if
this is gonna be my first tattoo if I get it. So this is like a big deal to me. Yeah. I was thinking about getting the blades. Yeah. That's what I was thinking about, because that's like it's recognizable, isn't it? I would like for someone to look at it and go, "Oh, like Attack on Titan, that's cool." So
I'm gonna get dedicate your hearts, like sort of quote.
Yeah, like
Erwin
dash,
Smith.
Erwin Smith. Specify Erwin Smith.
It's gonna have Erwin Smith. It's gonna
because
be
it's not gonna be in this Floch crap.
Yeah, I was gonna get the Wings of Freedom as well, but decided not to. Well, let us know down in the comments if you've got any Attack on Titan tattoos, give Katie some ideas for her tattoo. Just think Mum and Dad are going to say this. I know you're going to get a tattoo.
I haven't told them.
I know.
I was hoping just to get it and be like, oh look. And
Yeah, like I did. Yeah.
yeah, and
We
then they
can't
can't,
really
and they
go
can't
on
say anything to put me off.
But for now, it's goodbye to Attack on Titan. We'll have to pick another one.
I'm gonna be fully honest. When we first started watching this, I wasn't excited. When you were like, "Oh, let's watch an anime. Let's watch Attack on Titan," I was like, "Anime." I was like one of those people that was like, "Oh, like only like
Yeah, it's like it's
yeah.
for weebs."
Anime.
Yeah, and now here we are, depressed that we can't watch it anymore.
Imagine what we're gonna be like at the end, the actual end.
Oh no.
I'll have to like hide away in my room for like a week. Just like.
At the end, I'll probably, if I'm getting a tattoo of Erwin's, I'll probably just dye my hair like bright blonde, get his hair cut, constantly wear blue contacts,
Just become Owen.
chop an arm off, you know.
Well, two
Might as
steps
well.
away, aren't you? No.
Might as well at this point. So, give us some animes that we can watch in between. Ones that I keep on seeing. I keep seeing... What are they called? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I see that one all the time. That's one people want us to react to. There's one called Arcane.
Didn't I get things on here?
Yeah, things like... Let's have a look. Which ones? The ones that I keep on seeing. I keep on seeing...
Some of these Korean movies, people started giving us lots of
Demons.
movies.
One Punch Man. That's the one we've been getting recommended for ages.
Yeah.
So we might watch One Punch Man. We might watch
Demon Slayer, is that
Demon Slayer.
is that one? I don't even know.
Hunter x Hunter, is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Full Metal Alchemist.
Brotherhood, yeah, because there's two Full Metal Alchemists. There's one that doesn't follow the manga, and there's one that does. And I think Brotherhood's the one that does. So maybe we do a poll. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we do a poll. But let us know some stuff. Let us know some animes you want us to watch.
We're watching Chainsaw Man at the minute, aren't we? As that's coming out.
Yeah. Give Katie some ideas for tattoos. Like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
Imagine if I just got tattooed like draw like those marks they get on the face after they transform.
One of your original plans was to get a hand tattoo, wasn't it? Tell the people about your hand tattoo.
Yeah, but I liked one of the earlier seasons when they were biting the hands. Well, they did it after they realised Eren didn't deliberately transform; it was an accident, and they all bit the hands as like a way to show that like they were sorry and they trust that he didn't do it deliberately. But then I was like, ooh.
Yeah, the hand.
Ooh.
I don't think our parents would
On the
ever
hand
forgive you for getting a hand
Just a
tattoo.
few.
Bite marks.
Bite
And it hurts on the hand as well.
No. I like the idea of it though. I like the message behind it.
It's a good idea.
I'm like.
It's a good idea if you actually got it done. Yeah.
I feel like though, like I couldn't get it anywhere else because then it'd be like a vampire weird stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be on the hand.
Thank you for watching.
I need to